Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. Jocelyn, welcome. Magic, welcome. And thank you for your donation, Patty. And Sahu, welcome as well. How's everybody doing? Tomorrow is Friday. I gotta say, I'm pretty ecstatic. I need some weekend action. The weekends can't come fast enough lately. You know, it's one of those. It is one of those. Magic wants to know. Let's see. What are the benefits from sticking with learning tarot? Well, let's see. We have some interesting stuff there. Mom Bear, holy crap. It's been a year since I've seen Mom Bear. How are you doing? It is so good to see you. It is great to see you. KSW, welcome. D-Day, Boo Boo, and LO. What is going on? Weekends for the win indeed. Let's go to the tower and take care of magic and tarot. Let's go with the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. Let's see what is going on. DMD Cool, thank you for your subscription. How are you doing tonight? All right. CM, welcome. Megan, welcome. We got everybody. We got 5 of everybody today. It is all excited over here. Spiritual Mom, plus 3 kids. What's going on? Thank you, Spiritual Mom, for your subscription as well. Thursdays are traditionally the busiest night of the week. So we'll see. It is, okay. Kenna, thank you for your donation, or thank you for your subscription. Jocelyn, thank you for your donation. It is going to be one of those busy Thursdays. Thursdays never disappoint, I got to say. What are the benefits? Amber, thank you for joining. D-Day, thank you as well for your $1 there. Let's see, messages what I need here right now. All right, what are the benefits when sticking with learning tarot? The 3 of Pentacles, it keeps your mind busy. I think you like things that are going to keep your mind busy. They're going to keep you active. So you're just not sitting around watching yet another binging on another TV show or something like that. I think you like these things to where, and the beauty about tarot is you can go easy. You can go just the surface level. You know what I mean? Kozaya, thank you for your donation. You can go surface level. You know what I mean? Let's do intuition. And then you're happy with that. Then you can start diving deeper into that. You can start watching all those tarot oracle videos, learning all of that stuff. So just dependent upon your mood and how willing you are to go deeper and deeper, no pun intended, into the tarot, then I think that you have that. 3 of Pentacles says, I got this stuff. I got some interesting stuff, fascinating stuff with this endless variety of cool things about it. And 2 of Cups, I think you join well with that. I think you're good with it. You join with it. It makes you feel good. There are people that want readings, so they love to get a reading from you, etc., etc. It's one of those, you know what I mean? It's one of those where you just feel like that it's going to be beneficial overall. The 10 of Swords, the beauty of it is at any time you can just take a break. It's not like something that I need to study 3 hours a night every single night. You know, you don't need to do that. You can study whenever you want. You can do whatever you would like at whatever speed that you would like as well. So it feels like that I have a lot of control over it. You know what I mean? It's not one of those things where, again, you have homework or you have assignments and you feel like you're obligated. Again, it's just relaxed. And the Fool says it's an unexpected journey. It's an unending journey. It's a fun journey. It's a journey. You don't really know where it's going to end up. And it's just fun. And the cool part about it is you get cards. You get all sorts of new decks of cards that are fun and cool and interesting. Things to play with. It's not like just doing reading with, not doing like psychic readings where you're just sitting there with your thumb up your butt or anything like that. You got cool stuff you can play with, and that is what you need. And here we go. All right, Mom Bear, it has been a minute. Good to see you. That's one dead crow. Indeed, it is a dead crow on the cards. Ask one question. We just throw it on cards. Tell me what they say. Mom Bear wants to go. Just throw it down. Mom Bear says, toss it down and see what is going to happen with all of that good stuff. Let's do a good toss down deck. Let's use mine. Let's use mine. By the way, I have 2 of these decks left, and they're going to be out of stock for a while, unless you want the one without the box. Without the box, I got 3 of those. So I got 5 total, 2 with box, 3 without the box. So they are on the Etsy side in case you're interested in this particular deck, because we're moving on to new projects. We're getting new stuff. I don't want to sit there and reprint this over and over and over. Let's move on to something else. I like new things, exciting things. All right. Where are we going with this? Toss it down. 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Hermit. Well, whatever it is, you're not getting the support that you need. So, Mom Bear, you're not getting the emotional support. You're not getting the physical support. I think people are just not on your side sometimes. It just feels like we're just not on your side. Space Oddity, welcome. By the way, Space Oddity, I think you're going to get your deck Sunday or Monday, I think. It's going to be pretty quick. KD, welcome. People are just not on your side. You feel alone. The Hermit feels like you're out on an island. You don't have a lot of support. You're not getting the kind of necessary support that you need for some situations. I think a lot of people feels like some people are just against you. They're just like, I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm not really being supportive, and they need to be supportive with that. Ace of Wands says you have been forced upon an adventure. You have been forced on an adventure. They've got you on the ropes. They have you on an adventure. They got you doing some stuff. Strength is an unusual card for sure in here. The strength next to the ace says it's almost like that we have other people that are causing this adventure. It's not like that you chose to go on it. You know, you didn't just wake up one day and you're like, hey, I want to go on this wild adventure. Let's go for it. Cheryl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, but yeah, the Ace of Wands says you definitely have to take some action. I think you're being forced into it again with the Strength card with that. The 5 of Wands, you're trying to get out of something too. You're trying to sneak out of something. You've got embroiled within something. You're trying to sneak out of it. The Conflict card over here, right next to Strength, that's not really going to be beneficial to any of us. It just says we have some non-beneficial things going on. We're trying to work through it. We're trying to suffer through it. We're trying to sort of get to the end of the day with this. A lot of times that may not be happening. Again, we're sort of embroiled into something. Mom Bear, looks like you got a little bit of things going on. A little bit of things going on, not all of which are good. You're going to get through it though. The Hermit is good at being alone. Is good at getting things done, being alone. He's shining the light, and he has the power, he has the illumination, and he has the wisdom in order to get it done at the end of the day. So I think you're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. That Ace of Wands, that Hermit, I think you have the action, the fortuity, is that a word? The fortitude. I think you have everything that you need to get this done, to get through it, and it's going to be all right at the end of the day. All right, Cheryl, thank you again for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. So let's see where we're going with this. We're going with this. Hot messages I want to hear. Hot. What kind of messages do you want to hear? Give me some messages. Give me some messages. Let's see what's going on with that. Oh, what's a good one for messages? You know, I think the Thoth wants to tell you something. I think Jocelyn, I think the Thoth has something to say. Bottom line. The Thoth has something to say. Has something to say. You know what I mean? You just got to get it going on. So let's see what's happening with all of that stuff. All right. Mimsy, what is going on? How are you doing? Cheryl, I'll get to your reading in a couple of minutes. We got 3 ahead of you. All right. I think the Thoth wants to tell you something. I mean, I'm just saying tonight is the night for the Thoth. I may just do Thoth all night. I may do it. It's one of those nights. I feel hyped. I feel energized. I feel like some good stuff is going on. Messages. Oh, well, all right. It is time to abandon that crap. I think there's one person in particular that just sort of screams, abandon me, or you have abandoned something, or you sort of need, oh, what video game are you playing? Mimsy, let me know. It feels like we just need to get away from something at some point. A lot of times people are just not in our best interest, or we've abandoned something, we moved on for something. And during that process, it feels like, well, what's next? What's going to be the next thing? What are the benefits of me doing this? If I have to move on from something, is that going to be a good feeling? Am I going to be stuck in a wall, or, sort of stuck against the wall feeling? Boo-boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And I think the big part about that is, Megan, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that too. But the big part about this is moving on is a good thing because it gives you more empowerment. This is domain. Domain says you have the power, you have the ability. It gives you that empowerment. It gives you that good feeling. It gives you more control because I think that some people just sort of drag you down and sort of are more of a weight on you than they should be. And a lot of times you just don't need that. That's not something that's going to be super beneficial for you, right? As far as the home life goes, it seems that you have some changes coming in the home life. We have some power basically here. It does indicate sort of home security, safety, and things like that. I think you have some adjustments in your home that you're going to be making pretty soon. Part of the adjustments, it's almost like somebody new is coming in or some new force is coming into your home. We have that Ace of Cups right next to power. It not really, sort of something that's going to be detrimental or super beneficial, but it just seems like something else, somebody else, or some other force is coming into your home. And I think they sort of, sort of where we're going to go from here. Definitely a new adventure as sort of that goes, right? Moonchild, thank you for your donation. Maddie, welcome. Thank you, Moonchild. Let me know what your question is. My Accurate Psychic Readings and Cappy, thank you for y'all donation. My Accurate Psychic Reading, let me know what your question is. It's going to be a traditional Thursday tonight. It's going to be 40 readings again. All right. Yeah, so there we go. There are your messages. Hot. Hope you have a hot day. Hope you have a hot evening and a hot weekend as well. Sharon, welcome. What is going on? I'm heartened that you used your deck. Well, there you go, Mom Bear. I got to use my deck sometimes. My deck, if you don't use your deck, sometimes it just falls off. All right, PC and I finally will be lasting. PC and I are vibing. I mean, well, that's going to be a good thing. Well, what did I just do? What am I doing? All right, it's one of those nights where I can't type, apparently. I mean, that's okay. PC and I is vibing. PC and I, please tell me if it will be lasting. Will it last? Will it be an endless love? Let's take This Might Hurt Tarot. I think tonight's the night. Tonight's the night where we're just going to have some wild readings. I'm telling you now, tonight's the night where we're just going to throw down some wild stuff. It's going to be wild and wacky readings tonight. I think that we are going to get a surge of some new information that we didn't know was coming. All right. CM, how's the queue? It's huge. It's like 15. All right. CM, it is Thursday. It is Thursday, CM. You know how Thursdays go. You're here every day. You know how Thursdays are. Thursdays are 35, 40 readings. So, all right. This Might Hurt Tarot. Is this going to be a lasting thing? 4 of Swords, 6 of Swords, Devil and the High Priestess. I mean, I think so. I think so. Is it just going to be some beautiful and wonderful thing? Maddie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Is it going to be some beautiful or wonderful thing? Not really. We got the devil sort of corrupting everything, sort of corrupting the waters, as they say. We have the 4 of Swords, almost like we take a break from it, or it doesn't move very quickly, or we seem to have some delays, some sort of a bit of a delay with that. 6 of Swords, we are moving towards something better. Yes. We're moving towards something better. It's going to take a while. We got sort of the mountain feel here. High Priestess says there's some things that we need to discover about this other person. The devil, we don't know everything that we need to know. If you want lasting at the end of the day, you're going to have a couple of surprises around the corner, and it's going to be a bit of delayed, a bit slow. As far as that goes, I don't see the Lovers, the 2 of Cups. I don't see the 10 of Cups. I don't see the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of things I really want to see. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Tiddly Tarot. You gotta watch how you say that one. What is going on? Lily, what is going on as well? All right. Moonchild wants to do a tarot YouTube channel. I say go for it, but let's see what the cards say here in just a minute. All right. How's the hand? Doing good. All right. Doing a lot better since I'm not working on cards anymore. I'm not going to make any more cards for this Kickstarter until it's funded. I'm just going to relax. Will P and I meet again? Will we have another interaction? Are we going to meet? Is this going to be something where we meet in the middle? Let's go for the Golden Tarot. It's over here. Lonely. The Golden Tarot is not been used in a long time. And I'm telling you, I miss it. I miss it. It's something that I need. It's something that I need in my life. It's more Golden Tarot. I did trim it. It does not look like this. Luckily, it did not like quadruple in value like all the other tarots that I end up trimming. If I trim a tarot, it'll immediately quadruple in value and I'll regret trimming it. I mean, that's just how it goes. This one, it didn't. And I'm glad because the corners on this are made of gold, not literally, of, gold gilded corners. And man, they're sharp. I mean, they cut into your skin. Anyway, that aside, will we meet again? Ace of Swords is looking good with that, especially next to the Six of Coins. I think that they do end up missing you. They like what you have. They like the offers. They like things that were sort of there. High Priestess into the Three of Cups. I think that they get into a relationship where they just hate it. They just hate it. And it's not like the most terrible thing in the world. It's more like that they just want the qualities that you had. They don't want the qualities of this new person. They think that all the qualities that you had were much superior. They really sort of enjoyed the interaction. They enjoyed how everything went, and they really sort of miss it. Just sort of a comparative analysis between the current person they have and what y'all had together. So the Six of Coins says they want that giving. I think that you're a very giving person, no pun intended, and you do have a lot of good heart. You have a lot of beauty inside of you, and they sort of, miss that and miss the types of things that you had to offer. So the Six of Coins, they're just not getting that from the new person. The new person is a little bit selfish. The Three of Cups points to not necessarily celebration, but again, a third party. Especially next to the High Priestess, we have things revealed that weren't revealed before. And again, they do miss you. Ace of Swords talks about reaching out and, contacting you again. There you go. Lady, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. I need the questions for My Accurate Psychic Readings and Lady. I do not have your question, and therefore, when I get to your reading, I'm going to be wandering around and trying to figure out what I got. Moonchild. Moonchild gave me their question. I just need, so let me scroll around, find out what my psychic readings wanted to know. Let me know. No question, just showing support. All right, My Accurate Psychic Reading. Thank you so much. I'll mark yours as done. Appreciate that. Next up is Cheryl. By the way, in case you wonder where the Q is, it's a traditional Thursday Q. We're up here. It's traditional Thursday Q. We're up here and we got to go through all of these. So I love Thursdays. Thursdays go by very quickly. All right. Cheryl wants to not be lonely and alone. Let's see, Cheryl. Alone. Is that be a good thing? Is that going to be something nice? A fortune teller once told me I'm a loner. Does that mean I will be single for the rest of my life? What's a good one for being single for the rest of my life? I think that the magic here is going to happen with Baba Studios deck. I'm just saying, the magic is going to happen with the Baba Studio deck on this one. I got a good feeling for this. I think we got some answers here. Man, the Bohemian Gothic has this mystery weirdness about it. And I think within these pictures is so much freaking information. It's so much freaking information that I think it's just a straight hard line to whatever force is around, whatever the force is in Star Wars. I don't know. So let's see. Four of Pentacles, death, Four of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. I think you overthink relationships in general. So if you go meet somebody, sort of walking around, you meet somebody, you start overthinking it. You start skipping way ahead. I think that's because of your level of intelligence. I think that's because you think quickly on your feet. I think there's a lot of things that you do, but you get way ahead of yourself. I don't think that you go through the process. You know what I mean? Where I'm going, I got to go through the process. Number one, I got to meet you. And then I got to get to know you. And then I got to sort of make a decision if I'm, sort of interested in that and get the vibe and the feel and all that, and then sort of go forward with that. I think you're skipping ahead like 7 steps. I think that you're trying to outthink everything. You're trying to plan ahead. You sort of have a chess game going where you're just sort of trying to figure out what the end game is here and all that other stuff. The Four of Pentacles reverse. It's like you don't want to be in a situation that you've been in before where you're wasting a lot of your freaking time. The person is just a player or a gamer, and no pun intended to games, and just end up just a massive waste of time, and you just end up frustrated and pissed off at the end of the day. You open your heart up, now your heart broken, and you're just pissed. You're like, I could have avoided all of this. I think that's why you're sort of skipping ahead a lot of time. 9 of Swords. I'm just concerned about that. 4 of Pentacles with death. I want change. I don't really want drastic change that's just going to be a pain in my ass at the end of the day. 4 of Cups. Again, I don't want something that is going to be just detrimental to me, bad to me. Is this person playing the games? What are they hiding? I think you're 7 steps ahead of everything else until you sort of walk the experience, until you sort of do the thing, right? I think you'd be a good video game speed runner. You know what I mean? To where you don't really want to play the game. We don't really want to experience the game, the cutscenes. We'll skip all of those and we'll go to the very end of it and sort of see what's at the end and if this is going to be worth my time. I think you'd be a good speed runner for a video game. But at the end of the day, you got to just relax. You got to just relax and go through the motions and go through that process and turn a lot of the thinking off. Like when you go into a really bad movie, the movie's going to suck, but you heard it was okay. You just got to turn your brain off. That's how you got to treat relationships. And I think it's going to get a lot better once you start doing that. That's basically the reading. That's basically the reading. A far too detailed reading. I'm sorry, but I think it's important to sort of dive into that because that's sort of a critical question, right? That's an important question. All right. Let's see what we're doing now. Next up, we have Megan. Megan wants a neighbor that is ADHD or a guardian neighbor. All right, let's do Megan. Guardian personality neighbor. Let's see about that. Wouldn't you like to be my neighbor? All right, guardian person. By the way, if you don't know what a guardian personality is, you need to look up the Myers-Briggs personality index, the MBTI, Myers-Briggs, and see how that is going to go. If we're going to go OCD, I think we need the Poe for this one. I think we need the Poe. We need a little bit of Poe in our life, and the Poe is a good micromanaging one. So they have a guardian personality. I think most bosses and supervisors, they're guardian personalities. You know the type. Everybody knows the type. Look up the Myers-Briggs, the MBTI. The best book on that, by the way, is Please Understand Me Too by Kiersey. That if you want to understand everybody around you, that's the book to get. All right. So let's see about the guardian personality. What are they going to do? Are they going to release you? Get a grip, stop micromanaging everybody, being a pain in the ass. 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. This person's really lonely. I don't think they get out much. They don't get out much at all. Ace of Swords. We need to communicate with Megan. We need to communicate with all the neighbors and all of that stuff. Melissa, welcome. What is going on? We need to communicate. Now, why are we communicating? So that's the thing. We need to understand why. If you want them to stop, you need to sort of understand why. And you sort of have the Empress. With the Empress is sitting around being comfy. I'm sitting on my throne. I have the power to do stuff. I have the power to micromanage Megan and all of the other annoyed neighbors that are going to be around me. I may be the most hated person around, but hey, I get to micromanage people. I get to use my communication for my own satisfaction and power. Again, the Empress sitting on that throne, having that power and ability. And the Empress is all about being comfortable too, being happy, being comfortable, being cozy in what I'm doing. And not only that power, but that coziness as well. Queen of Pentacles that is the micromanager. I mean, if we had a micromanager, Queen of Wands is not really the micromanager. She's more of a multitasker and having a lot of sort of things going on at once and able to handle it. The Queen of Pentacles is a little bit more anal. You get a little bit more of that anal feel here as far as that's concerned as well. Five of Pentacles. She doesn't really care what you think. I mean, bottom line, your neighbor doesn't care what you think at all. They don't care. They're using the communication for their own comfort. They're using it to have a little bit of power in their life because they want to exert power. It makes them feel important. It makes them feel like they can wake up and they can say, you kids, get off my damn lawn. Get off my lawn. That's what they love. They love it. They're going to have all sorts of cameras set up to watch what you're doing, and they're going to report you to everybody they can. They like that power and ability, and they don't care at all about you. So that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. So I'm going to say that's a no. That's a no. Kristen, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. You know, that's a big no there. How about as Austin Powers says, how about no? Melissa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Sunflower coming down with the flu. Does the flu still exist? I haven't heard anybody with the flu in a year. All right, let's see. Boo Boo. Flu or no flu? I don't, fleur. Apparently, so you got the fleur. Is the flu or the cold exist? I haven't heard a single person with a flu or the cold since February. Okay, let's see about that. Let's go with something that's going to be good for the medical stuff. By the way, obviously, entertainment purposes only. You know, if you're sick, you need to go see somebody. You may have that evil COVID thing because I'm not sure is the flu even a thing anymore? Does anybody ever have a cold anymore? Anyway, yeah, you may want to go get checked. You may want to go get checked. All right, let's see. Definitely go to your doctor. Entertainment purposes only. Blah blah blah. The flu. Five of Swords. Ouch. The Lord of Defeat. You got something. You got something. The Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. You do have something. That's for sure. The Hermit. Oh, that sort of points to isolation. It sort of points to you got something. You may not want to be giving this out to anybody. The Ten of Pentacles, it's going to wreak a little bit of havoc, a little bit of there. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Are you avoiding the doctor or anything? You don't have COVID. Okay. Oh my, you actually have a sickness that's not COVID. Okay. The Hierophant. I think you're going to need something. You may need something. So there you go. Hierophant says you're not seeing the professional. The Hierophant is the professional. It's it's the organization. It's the person that's going to be an expert, and you may be dodging them, or you may not want to be seeing them. At the end of the day, you may want to see them. The Hierophant reverse says that don't neglect the doctor. Don't neglect the doctor for sure. Ten of Pentacles, it needs to run its course. It does. It's going to come in, it's going to run its course, and it's going to go from A to B to C to D, all the way to Z before it ends. The Hermit definitely may not want to give this to somebody else. And the Five of Swords, you definitely got something. You definitely got something. So there you go. All right. Entertainment purposes only. I know you know it, but for legal purposes, I gotta say it. When we start talking about sickness with this COVID, if COVID wasn't here, I could care less. COVID is here, and you got to cover all your bases when you're reading tarot. That is for sure. By the way, that's a chapter in my book, is how to cover all your bases with tarot. All right. Austin, thank you for your donation. Doing a Toyota dealership. Austin, you're a car fiend. You got a car, you're shopping for another car, and now you're working with cars. I thought you're going to be more in the guitar section, but okay. Starting a tarot channel. Well, Moon, good news. If you don't have my book, by the way, link in the description. I talk about how to start a tarot channel, what to watch out for, what kind of factors to consider with the tarot channel. By the way, link in the description, not sponsored. Okay, well, yeah, sponsored. All right, let's go for the tarot channel with Ciro Marchetti. Normally, I would go for mine at this point. I think going for mine would be sort of a natural type of thing, but there you go. Be sick of code during COVID. It would. Yes, indeed. I hope you get better, Sunflower. Hope you get better soon. Hope everything goes all right. Let's see what we're going to do here. We got a tarot channel started. Should we continue it? Should you do a tarot channel? Should you put yourself out there and let the internet decide what is going to happen? The survey says the Knight of Swords, go for it. I mean, this is a movement card. It is a movement card. It's an action card. You know, don't overthink it, is what the Knight of Swords is saying. Especially the Knight of Swords is only the one that's only right side up. The Knight of Swords is about going for it. Don't make a plan. Just put yourself out there. Have a nice day and head out and hope for the best. We all have terrible first videos. That happens. The first reality of a tarot channel is your first video is going to suck. I don't care how much you think about it. I don't care how much prep you put into it. It's going to suck. Your second video is going to suck a little less, but it's still going to suck. Etc. all the way to probably your 20th, 30th, 50th video is going to suck a lot less than that first one. That's for sure. That's the way it goes. By the way, go to my channel and watch my first video and you'll get motion sickness. Take your Dramamine before you load it up because it sucked. Okay. And I thought it was great too. At the time, I was like, this is great video. I got a good coverage of the cards. I think it's going to be great. I was delusional. Anyway, don't make a plan. Go for it and wing it from there. Page of Swords is sort of interesting here. I think that you want to focus on one thing. Become an expert in that one thing. Go forward with that one thing. Just do that one thing. Don't try to expand into 50 things, right? I'm going to do a tarot video and I'm going to do a reading. Now I'm going to do a forecast. Now I'm going to do a pick a card. It's like figure out where you want to be and go for that. Don't go be all over the place. Obviously, you know, until you get sort of a footing or a grounding with that. Page of Cups. It just says that don't expect miracles the first day. You know, don't expect miracles the first day. Go for it. Don't expect the miracles and don't be emotionally attached to it. Like, don't sit there and just refresh over and over. You know, ooh, I got another view. Ooh, I got another view. Ooh, I got another view, right? It's the same thing problem when you have your first Kickstarter. You're like, Kickstarter, it's been 5 minutes. Do I have another Kickstarter? You know, you don't do that. You'll be emotionally tied to it. You're going to be frustrated. Don't do that as well. 6 of Pentacles at the end of the day. Give out all the information you can. Be fun. Be yourself. Be your own personality. I think it's going to work out well for you. There you go. All right. 9 readings down, like 58 to go. If you're wondering where you're at in the queue, I think the queue is so large. Yeah, the queue is up here. The queue is like 10 readings up here. And then we get down here and then we have all of these. So, by the way, it is Thursday. Thursdays are busy. You know, that's the way it goes. All right, Cappy. Aquarius. Back to the Aquarius for Cappy. Is it diminished? Is it increasing? Let's see. Cappy says AQ plus or minus. Is the AQ in the plus or minus? What is going on? Yeah, be emotionally detached. You're going to have that. I don't care who you are. The first time you do a Kickstarter, I'm guilty of this as well. You sit there and stare at your Kickstarter. Not literally stare at it, but you sit there and just refresh the Kickstarter like, you know, 5, 6, 7 times a day because you're kind of interested if anybody else, you know, and they're like, oh, I got another kick. You can't do that. You can't do that. I recommend if you do a Kickstarter, I would look at it like once every 2 days. Just keep your sanity in check. Once every 2 days. Just take a look at it, see if anybody's new. It's like whatever. Something or flu. Yeah, Philippe, Sunflower is sick. Sunflower, drink them fluids and take care of yourself. Be relaxed. Take it easy. All right. The Gregory Scott Tarot, by the way, says the Aquarius, are we plus or minus? Are we going to be an electron or a neutron? Or what is that? Is the electron? I don't know. The electron has a plus or minus sides, or a positive? Or, I don't remember. 8 of Wands is a plus. Star's a plus. Hierophant's a plus. Knight of Wands a plus. I think we're on the plus side. You're looking for it increasing. The grown interest is there. Eight of Wands, we have the movement card. Again, it is an increase, movement towards that, excited about it, getting in that. The Star, the Destiny card. It is here. It is sort of wandering in. It's looking fantastic. Hierophant, the more serious card, a little bit more on the serious side. And the Knight of Wands, taking that action, taking that opportunity and moving forward, right? It is the fire of fire. It is a natural movement card. It happens. We have movement, we have destiny, we have seriousness. It's looking good. Cappy, it is looking good right now. We have a plus. We have the positive side of the electron. There you go. All right. What do we got next? We have, oh man, my neighbor has these Christmas things. So my neighbor has some Christmas thing they're doing, and it gives off this nasty smell. And I don't know, they have so many freaking decorations, I can't even see their lawn. Anyway, I can smell it because I'm in the front room. All right, yeah, get you some of that vitamin C. Okay, December Thoth reading. Maddie wants to know. Maddie wants to know. December Thoth, what is going on? Drinking some OJ. That's what you need, some OJ. Well, not OJ Simpson. Yeah, you need some OJ. There you go. All right, let's look at that. Oh, we want some Thoth, and I grabbed the wrong deck. You know, when I grabbed my deck, I grabbed the wrong one. We'll get some Thoth action here. Let's get a good shuffle because we just did the Thoth. So, you know, in the ideal world, I would like to just have all 30 of my Thoth decks, just take them out of the box and just go through them one by one. Just shuffle them a good and just go to the next one, and use all 30 Thoth decks. That would be fun. That'd be fun. You have a different one every time. You know what I mean? People do extra with the Christmas. It looks like that commercial to where you can see it from space. You can see the Christmas decorations from space. It sort of looks like a commercial a little bit over there. Yeah, it's a little bit, I don't know. It's something over there just smells. I don't know if it's the exhaust from all the little motors that are running to make Santa wander around. I don't know what's going on, but something stinks. And it ain't me for once. Okay. Maddie for December. Peace. We have a resolution. That's going to be good. December looks pretty good overall. December looks pretty good. We have a reward for something. We have sort of this wealth card, a reward for something. It feels like things that we have been working on are going to get repaid. We're going to have somebody sort of come in and give us a little boost. Looking pretty good as far as rewards are concerned. I do think that you have a reward sort of coming near the end of December. The reward is something that you've been working on or whatnot. You have these two beautiful cards right here. Not only emotional, but maybe financial, maybe second house. Feels like maybe sort of meeting up with people, maybe family or whatnot, sort of we're going through that. It feels like a good end of December. You end on a very positive note. You're ready for January, and it has a lot of good feelings with it. I mean, this is literally the best card in the deck, according to Lon Malo Duquette in his book. Talking about, do I have 30 Thoth decks? Yes, I do. So I wonder what's my favorite cards. D-Dave, what do you think is my favorite deck of cards? Okay. Yeah, it is supposed to be the best card in the deck. So again, we're having a tight end to December. A lot of good stuff. Well, too, we're talking about second house. We have some rewards coming for some of our hard work that we've gone through. The Star. You're looking for a New Year's resolution. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think that you have a freebie. You sort of have that low-hanging fruit for a New Year's resolution. You need to find something where you're going to go through and you're going to have something big, something to chase, something to sort of navigate through next year. I don't think it's going to be easy because there are multiple things. In addition, I think around February, the end of February, you have something surprising that is coming up that is going to sort of take your attention away from what you thought you were going to pay attention to. But bottom line, it's not going to be easy to sort of choose that and fix that. Now, the other thing we have is the sort of this feel of peace. So overall peace, we're making up any problems. See if we have some difficulties with somebody making some problems or whatnot. I think that's going to be relieved and a little bit of a exhaustion relief from that. All right. Are Chris and Eric talking again? Did Lady put their question in chat? Lady, did you have your question in chat? Let me know. It is Lady, as you can tell, I'm really busy. Really busy tonight. Let me scroll and find a lady's question. We got Samantha before lady, but I do want to get lady's question in the queue here. And what I said, people keep texting me. Lady says people keep texting me. And lady, let me know what your question is. I scrolled up. There you go. I scrolled up quite a bit. I don't see it. And I got like 40 more to go. So let me move back here. Sam is back with Chris and Eric. Chris and Eric. You probably posted it, but I scrolled up and it's probably long gone. I don't have unlimited chat. And it's busy tonight. All right. Are Chris and Eric talking? Did they make up? Did they make up? Did they kiss and make up? You know what will tell us that? What will tell us if they kissed and made up is going to be the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. Elemental Wisdom Tarot. There we go. Let's see what is going to happen with this. I mean, this is my favorite deck of the year. I got to say. Did it work out for me? Energetic shifting. Ooh, that sounds kind of sexy, actually. Energetic shifting. I think the last time I had a good Friday night, there was some energetic shifting in there too. All right, I got some of that. Lady. Got you in the queue now. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see if they kissed and made up. What is going to happen with that? 10 of Cups. Oh, the King of Cups. The Chariot, the Empress. I think they made up. This is looking good right now for this. The Empress, especially. I think they realized that, we just got, sort of the dude thing, the dude thing. It is the dude thing where you just sort of hit each other in the arm really hard and then you just go back and you continue on with life. That's going to be one of those things. You hit each other in the face or in the arm and then you go back and have a beer. The Empress says that we have sort of a comfort with our level with what it is as well. We did not get naked on the beach. I'm not sure about Chris and Eric being naked like this on the beach. Could be. I'm not ruling it out. I mean, you definitely need to wear your masks. But the 10 of Cups says that things are working better. We have a happy family. Everything is coming together. Chariot, we're sort of joining together and we are sort of moving forward with all of that stuff. And then the King of Cups. We're not really about who is on top, no pun intended. It's not really about who is on top or who is in control, who is in the power. We could just disagree and agree at the same time and then go and move on with life. I think they just came to an agreement basically and did the dude thing. You just punch each other in the face and then move on. Me and my best friend did that quite often, You just get in a big disagreement. We wouldn't talk for like a week, and then we'd meet again. We'd get in a bigger disagreement. We'd just punch each other in the face a few times, and then, get up and go eat. Get up and go to the buffet. There's this buffet that we used to like. We'd punch each other in the face a few times, and then get up and go eat at the buffet. So, you work it out like a couple of dudes. All right. Lady, energetic shifting indeed. Energetic shifting indeed. All right, let's see. What are we going to do with some energetic shifting? What's an energetic shifting deck? Maybe the minimalist tarot over here? I guess we could. It's literally been forever since we've used the Spacious Tarot. There is a new tarot that looks kind of like the Spacious Tarot right now. I think it's kind of interesting that we got a new one there. Anyway, hi, Benet. What is going on? Hi, Benet. How are you doing? Man, I don't use the Spacious Tarot as much as I used to. It's really fallen out of favor. I mean, the Spacious Tarot is really falling out of favor for me. I gotta admit now. It's just not as great as I thought it was going to be. All right, we don't read all reversals, so we're flipping them. Don't get upset. I got a lot of people that get upset. Somebody actually messaged me once, and it's like, you suck. You turned all those cards around, and I had two options at that point. Number one, I could get into this long-winded argument with this person. Or number two, I could just hit ban, and I hit the ban button. It's so easy. Life is wonderful on the internet. All right. Let's see, about the existing, did it work out good for me? Well, the whole shifting thing, Four of Cups, Three of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Guardian of Pentacles. I think you're hanging on to something that during that shift, you're hanging on to something that you don't need to be hanging on to. You need to get rid of it. Three of Swords is a cutting action. You didn't shift enough. I think you did a little shift, but you need to make a little bigger shift. It's like when the dog comes in from the outside, it's raining, and he shakes all the water off in the middle of the living room. You need to do one of those. You need to get rid of that. You need to get rid of that. That's going to be important for you. The Three of Swords, get rid of something in there. You didn't shift quite enough. Ace of Cups says you are on a little bit of a bigger adventure in the future. I think what you've seen is a warm up to what you really sort of need to be in. You see it with the Guardian of Pentacles. We're into something bigger, moving into a bigger option, bigger sort of feel for that. And the Four of Cups says during this shift, yeah, I think you got a lot of stuff that you just didn't want. At the end of the day, that's sort of where we're at with the Ace of Cups. It's time to go on a bit of a change. Cut off something. Shake all the water off in the middle of the living room. Cut off something. Go forward with that Ace of Cups and get on the new adventure. Don't hang on to what you had too long, especially if it's not going to be working for you in the long run. So there you go. All right. Mom Bear. I'd never ban you, Mom Bear. All right. Let's see what's happening with all of that. Let's see what is happening with all of that stuff. Oh, man. Take a good spiritual bath. Yeah, that's what you need to do. You know, shake off the water, take a good spiritual bath. Is the Aquarius texting me again to continue with our plan? Cappy, is our plan going to be a thing? Let's see about that. I think Heaven and Earth Tarot would be perfect for this because our plan does involve heaven and earth. I'm glad it's not heaven and hell. Now, that would have been an interesting tarot deck right there, heaven and hell. Get like the angels fighting it out. Fighting it out. Just go all out, you know? See what is there. Turmeric is good too. Yeah, turmeric and all that stuff. Okay, Heaven and Earth Tarot. What did we get? What's going to be good? Is the Aquarius going to continue on with our plan? Absolutely not. No. I think they've made some decisions. They've made some decisions. They didn't like something about it. They felt injured. They felt like this is not the plan that I really want. I sort of got into this for maybe the wrong reasons. I didn't have a lot of things going on with all of that. At the end of the day, I have to make a choice. Got to make a choice. You got to juggle things. You got to make a choice and sort of shy away from anything that's not going to be beneficial for me in the long run, right? They have a new plan. They have a new plan. This is the make a new plan card. I have to admit, the Three of Wands says, I'm looking out amongst all of these ships, and it is time to make a new plan. It's time to make something a little bit different plan because the other one was a little bit burdensome. Doesn't feel like it's going to be beneficial. They seemed to didn't like it in the first place. They had to make a choice and they had to move on with all of that stuff. There we go. Let's see. Kristen, did I pass the exam for my job? Let's see about your job and if you pass. Pretty simple yes or no question right there. Let's see. CB and Yob, did we get it? Did we make a successful move towards that? We can go for the work screen. We can go for the job screen for that. I think the job screen has enough room. Let's use the Tarot of the Divine. Literally everybody's favorite. So check that out. Get the job screen. I mean, I need some more animation graphics, and I think I'm going to pick up some. They got a sale going on where you can get some cool animations. I want a job animation. I want money animation. I want a bunch of stuff. All right, let's see what's that's going on. Do we pass the exams or not? Simple yes or no questions. Throw down 4 cards that are warped and find out what's happening. Hierophant, the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the Queen of Coins. I think so. It's looking pretty good. This is not a bad looking little thing going on here. The Queen of Coins is good for money. It's good for jobs. The 4 of Wands, being at home, being comfortable, passing something, sort of getting in there. and having those opportunities. The Hierophant, the serious organization, the big organization, the pride that we get from passing something, from excelling at something. The Hierophant also has the knowledge, the wisdom as they come across. But occasionally some Hierophants actually have a book. So you do have the book, the knowledge and things like that. And the Ten of Cups, the celebratory good feels that we have, all of the good things that we're sort of getting into. So absolutely, it does look good. It looks good indeed, especially when your cards are warped that bad. I don't know what I did to my cards, but they need to be warped apparently, because they are warped indeed. And that's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. That's not something I'm proud of there. All right. Let's see. I do have a deck I was going to sell. And I'm concerned that it's kind of warped. I need to put it under a big set of books or something before I sell it. Will I have my own apartment by 2021? By the way, in case you're wondering where you're at in the queue, we're actually making good progress. We're right here. We only got 3 more to go after that. And then we're going to end the stream. Let's see what we're doing here. We need to get some Vox action. Before the Vox Tarot warps, we need to knock it out tonight. Knock it out. See what is going to happen there. You work from home. Well, that is the 4 of Wands then, Kristen. That is the 4 of Wands. That makes sense now. The 4 of Wands is the home card. So that makes perfect sense. All right. They are already warping. I don't know. Is it moisture? What makes them warp? Is it moisture? There's nothing. It's like I have a moisture gauge or whatever, like 29. It's like 29%. That's like nothing. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, they are kind of warping already. Man, this kind of stinks. All right, let's see about this. We'll have an own apartment. I forgot to change the title. Own apartment. Own apartment or no by the end of 2021. 2 of Swords, High Priestess, the 9 of Cups, the Page of Cups. You can't decide. Something's going on with this decision-making process. Melissa, you're stuck with decision-making. There seems to be some decision-making problems here. Seems like that we are sort of stuck on these decisions. We're not able to get the decisions made that we need. Seems like we have some problems getting that done. The 2 of Swords is sort of a weird card to have here. It is peace. It is blinded. It is not able to see some things that are going to be obvious, some things that are going to be available. The High Priestess, too much research, too much trying to figure it out. I think that you have other factors too. It's almost like that you have somebody else that's in your way, or somebody else that's not really doing anything for all of that. Mom Bear, yeah, you can do one more question. Mom Bear, toss it in there. Toss it in the queue. You are good. Tina, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. High Priestess is over-researching, overlooking it. Again, there's somebody in your way. This 9 of Cups, they're just in your way. It's like they don't want you to get something, or they're not being supportive enough for you, or you have these things that you need to get going. You have these opportunities that you need to be taking, but they're just not letting you in. It just seems like there's something in your way constantly. The 9 of Cups, again, way too many options, too many things. But, you know, getting an apartment is not really that bad. It's a matter of money, right? So having your own apartment is about cash. It's about money, and you need some support from that. You're just not getting the support from it. It's hard to sort of drum everything up. It's hard to prove X amount of income. If you don't have that income, it's just sort of difficult with getting that stuff. And again, there's somebody in your way for that. Page of Cups, ultimately, this seems odd, but I'm just going to say no. And it makes no sense. You should be able to move now. I mean, if you want an apartment, why not get it right now? It seems there's something else going on. There's something else overcomplicating it, and you're not getting rid of what's overcomplicating it. You're letting it sort of just ride in and sort of be in control when you should be in control a lot of times. So there you have it. I'm going to say no. Odd to say no, because it literally takes 5 minutes to get an apartment. So I don't know. There's more complexity to this question than I think that, and I'm sure that you realize that it's your apartment. But it seems to me, at least for this preliminary throwing down cards, that there's much more to this story. All right, Austin, new job at the Toyota dealership next year. Kozaya, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Austin and the Toyota. We're going to get a Toyota job. Is that going to be thinking? I mean, is that going to be something that we can do? Do we think we can get it done? Let's see. What deck do we want to use for a Toyota? I don't know. I have no idea what's a good Toyota deck. We'll go for the Wizards. I mean, I said Wizards was one of my fave this year. We'll do all of that. Everybody has 10,000 remedies for sunflower. Sunflower is going to be taking 10,000 supplements after the stream. Gonna be snorting some cinnamon. Gonna be taking some rose oil. Gonna be taking it all. All right, let's see what's going to happen with the Toyota Yob. Ace of Cups? Ace of Wands? No. Knight of Pentacles? No. Seven of Cups? No. Ace of Cups? Maybe. I think no. I don't think no. I don't think they take you on. Ace of Wands, this lack of forward movement, this lack of excitement, lack of sort of getting it done. We just don't have the fire that we need to get in there. We don't have the opportunities that we need to get in there. We do have the Ace of Cups. We have a desire, a want, a lot of sort of, this would be really cool. I could have something nice on the resume for this. Ace of Cups seems to be like a lot of desire for it. The Knight of Pentacles, you end up doing what you're currently doing. It's almost like you come up with some other thing, some other plan, some other thing at the end of the day that makes you a little more happy, some other alternative. And you see this with the seven, right? The Seven of Cups, all these alternatives that you could have, you sort of reject them. I think you find your soulmate job, basically, in 2021. You find your soulmate job, and that is going to be something that you do, and it's not at the Toyota place. So your soulmate job is sort of headed this way. Megan, thank you for joining. We'll see you later. And you do that instead. I don't think that you end up with the Toyota place. You find another job, and that other job is a place that you absolutely adore. You absolutely adore and love it. You can't wait to go to work every day. And it is sort of your soulmate job there. Mom Bear, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. All right, Mary with Dream About S. Ooh, got a little dream. Mary, we actually have a dream deck. Dream with S. Okay. Dream with S. What was it about? I mean, we literally have a dream deck. And we are going to use the dream deck. Do I still have a button for it? It has been so freaking long. Here it is. All right. Mystical Dream Tarot. We're actually ready to handle the dreams. Handle the dreams. That's right. Sunflower is going to be snorting some cinnamon and taking 1,000 supplements after the stream. Let's see about that. What did that dream say? What does that dream want? What kind of interesting things do they have going on? By the way, after Mom Bear, we'll be ending the stream. Okay. Let's see. The Five of Pentacles. I think you have a window open to S's life. You have a window open with S's life. And I think that their life is in flux right now. They have a lot of things going on. There's a lot of stress. There seems to be some other things happening there. We have a window in there. And during that time, we're sort of swimming with this fish. They're sort of moving. There's a lot of fluctuation with what's going on. I think you really want to know what's going on. You want to know what's deep inside there, no pun intended. And you want to figure out what is going to be the bottom line and things like that. The Ten of Pentacles, there's an allure of everything being okay and fun and all of that other stuff. D-Dave, it's perfectly acceptable. And you are next. D-Dave, you are next. The Ten of Pentacles says we have a lot of presenting this good allure or this good feel, but at the end of the day, it's not as good as you would think it would be. Two of Swords. It's sort of interesting. I don't think you want to put forth a lot of effort with this. You got the plane sort of riding in. You have the dangerous thing over here. We're moving away from danger. I don't think that you're willing to do that. It's like you don't want to be fully invested in it and all of that stuff. So we're moving away from this danger. We're moving away from this danger, but you're not. I think we're not getting away from it. We are sort of still embroiled within it. Judgment. At the end of the day, I think that you want an opportunity to get S and to escape somewhere with this person. You need it. You need it. You need to escape with this person. It is important to you. Again, so that getting a glance in their life and escaping with them. But part of that is going to be sort of getting involved or embroiled within that danger of stuff that is going on with there. All right. At least watch this what the Mystical Dream Tarot. Mystical Dream Tarot says. It has been a hot minute since I used that deck. I love that deck, though. It's so pretty. D-Dave wants a standard boy-girl reading. All right. D-D, boy-girl. Let's see about boy-girl, see if it's going to be all right. We have a standard process that we go through for boy-girl, and for that purpose, let's get the Anna K. Anna K has been around so freaking long. I mean, it is one of those things. All right, boy or girl, we got the Anna K. We got a nice shuffle. Our process for boy or girl is we just turn it over until we get a boy or a girl. The page and the queen are girls. The king and the knights are boys. Basically, that's it. No, 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 and no, and no, and no. It's going to be a while. It appears it's going to be all night until we get a freaking court card. Isn't that great? All right. Night. That is the queen. Girl. We got a girl. We have a girl. So the official news from the tarot deck is a girl. It is a girl. All right. Next question. Kozaya. Reasons I can't attract clients to the business. Let's see. I just put these cards in backwards. That's not good. All right. Let's not put the cards in backwards. And let's go with some cats. Let's go with some cats. Failed. Can you write to my... I have to try the email of Tarot Oracle and then yours, but failed. Tina, my email should not fail. Let me know, Tina. My email should be good. All right. Let's see, Kozaya. Why can't I attract clients to the business? Let's see about that. KN clients. Let's see. Very confused girl. Maybe. It may be. It seemed like a little bit of an evening birth, by the way. D-Dave, it's an evening, a late evening birth. There you go, by the way. Because it's dark on the card. Anna K is pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with the Anna K. I think I'm like 75% with the Anna K, which is pretty good. You got to be careful what deck you use for those. All right. I have to write my email to Tarot Oracle. Okay. Anyway. Why can't I attract the clients to my business? Why can't I attract clients? King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, sometimes they're kind of confused at what they're getting. We have this confusion about what I'm getting. Like, what am I getting? You know what I mean? The King of Wands, the Knight of Wands reversed. It's a defensive card reversed next to the Seven of Pentacles with, yeah, it's like I'm confused what I'm getting. What exactly am I getting? I do this. I put this down. By the way, Grimalkin Tarot, D-Dave, I got to end this, man. D-Dave, let me know what your question is. I'll put you in the Put you in the queue there. Or are you just giving a thank you? Well, thank you either way, D-Day. There's some confusion about what they're getting. There's not this emotional hook either. The Ace of Cups is an emotional hook. I want to take action because I have an emotion. I have something that is interesting, something that's fun, something that's cool. I just don't feel that emotional hook with this. The Ace of Cups, I need an emotional hook, right? I mean, sure, it's a widget. I like widgets. I like whatever you're selling. I like whatever you're offering, but I'm just not tied to it emotionally. If I was, I'd be more inclined to do it. It's like when I'm shopping for tarots. A lot of tarots look good. They look fine, but at the end of the day, I'm not emotionally attached to them. And then I find that one tarot deck that just feels like I'm in another world, and I like the world that it brings me into. Again, and it's not drawn very well. It's really simplistic. Should I have gone for the more complex tarot deck? Maybe, but I went for the one that hooked me. Ace of Cups. I need that hook. I need that addiction. And the King of Pentacles, sometimes it's a little bit too much, or it's a little bit too much money for what I'm getting. King of Pentacles, retired banker, being reversed as they just don't have the money. They just don't have the things to get into that. So yeah, there you go. There we go at the end of the day. And the last reading of the night goes to Mom Bear. It has been a hectic Thursday as always. Thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate all of your support, all of your love, hanging out with me on a Thursday. You got all the other things you could be doing tonight. You're chilling with me. Oh man, I love all of you. I'm just telling you now. Probable if I pursued child support boundaries. Let me feel this question. Narcissist X will become violent or we just disappear. All right, violent or vanish. Let's see about that. We're going to do a throwdown. We need a throwdown for the violent or vanish because that's going to be an important. It's going to be important to us. Let's see what we're going to happen here.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
And see how it's going to go. Violent is on the left, and vanish is on the right. Violence. Ooh, violence is over here. What we got a 50-50. Violence and vanish. Violence or vanish. Maybe they'll do both. Maybe they'll just whack somebody and leave. You never know. You never know. Vanish. They're not vanishing. They're too damn controlling to vanish. Okay, well, bottom line, we have it's too controlling to vanish. We know that. I don't think they'll get violent. The Empress, I think they know how to control people. They know how to control people, and they're going to keep doing that. They know if they get violent, then they lose that control ability. They lose the ability to sort of micromanage and get their little fingers in there and be annoying and poke people in the eyeball and all that other stuff. I think that they like doing that. The Empress, they're pretty comfortable where they are at. And they're looking across this field of nothing, got the world in their hand. I think that they want to control that field, want to get it done. The Hermit says yes. I'm alone with this. A lot of people don't like me, but I get so much damn satisfaction from micromanaging people, from doing the things that I do, that getting violent is not really an option, I don't think. I think they threaten violence. You know, they sort of pound their chest and scream and yell and jump around. But at the bottom line, I don't think that they'll get violent because they know that there's repercussions for that and they're going to be behind bars. And then they can't do their little games. They like their little games. They love it. They love those games, and they think that they're good at it too, and they want to keep doing that. So I don't think violence is on the table for that. Games, yes. A little micromanagement in there, yes. I think they got a lot of issues with this particular person. Now, vanish. They're going to fight tooth and nail to not vanish, for sure. I think that they need to do the non-vanishing. Look at this fight. Look at the conflict here with the vanish. I think people want them to vanish. I think, you know, if you get a couple of dudes together, you may make them vanish. I don't know. entertainment purposes only. But yeah, we do have this very hesitant, very defense. You see the defensive posture with the sword. You see the conflict within this card. You see the sort of just riding these emotions over here. I think that they're going to fight to not vanish. They don't want to vanish. They don't want to vanish at all. I think that they like their little scheme. They like how things go, and they like their little control that they have with that. And I think they're going to hang on to it, basically. They're going to hang on to whatever it is. They're just going to hang on to it. Speaking of hanging on, I've hung on long enough, but I will be here tomorrow night. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you Friday.
We used to be fun. You used to care. Darling, we built a